All right, in this video, I'm going to be giving you 3 tips to help make sure that your impact screen looks as good as possible for as long as possible. So let's go. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So a lot of people have been putting impact screens, putting simulators, golf simulators, into their houses. And a big part of that is having a nice big projector style screen that you can hit balls into. Gives you that great, cool, immersive experience when you're hitting balls. Now, that being said, the downside is obviously, well, they're not cheap. To get a good one, to get a good high quality impact screen that takes a good image, dampens out the sound, reduces any sort of bounce back from the golf ball, you're going to have to spend some money. And if you are, then you want to make sure it's going to last as long as possible and it's going to look as good as possible for as long as possible. So these are going to be 3 tips just to sort of extend the life of your impact screen. Oh, by the way, if you're interested in ordering an impact screen like this one, down in the description below, I've got a link to One Stop Sim Shop, which is where I got this screen from. This is their top of the line 501, does everything you want it to do. It is just a beautiful screen. It feels more like a quilt, honestly, than a screen. It is really rugged, sturdy, thick, but at the same time soft, dampens out vibration, does everything you want it to do. Just a great screen. So if you're interested, link down below. I'll also leave a promo code down there too, so if you want to order one, you can save a little money. Okay, tip number 1, and this is a don't do it. You don't want to put anything either on the golf ball or on the club face. So what we're talking about here, well, you don't want to be using a Sharpie or a dry erase marker to put lines on the ball or dots or anything like that. You also don't want to use things like foot spray powder that you spray on the face of the club to check where your impact position is, your impact point is. You don't want to use any of that. Now, those are great tools and they're extremely helpful, but you want to do those outside, out on the course, out at the driving range, and not hitting into your screen. Because, and this is the reoccurring theme throughout this entire video, if something gets on this golf ball hits that screen, and whatever is on that golf ball gets transferred to the screen. So if you've got ink from a Sharpie or a dry erase marker on the ball, it's getting on there. If you've got foot spray powder on the face, it gets on the ball, it gets on there. So don't put anything other than something like your little metallic dots that help you measure club data. That's fine. But no sprays, no ink, no powders, no anything like that, because if it gets on the ball, it can get on the screen, and then you've got problems. All right, tip number 2, and this is a do. So you've got your nice simulator screen. You probably have a nice hitting mat. Maybe you've got some AstroTurf or something running from the mat up to the wall so the balls come down and land softly. All that's great. But one thing you want to make sure you're doing on a regular basis is get your vacuum and vacuum the area. Look, if you're playing simulator golf, if you're hitting in your simulator and you're wearing your golf shoes that you wear on the course, chances are you're tracking in some dirt, some dust, some grass, you name it, some chemicals. All of that is coming in and ending up on your hitting mat. And even if you're just wearing street shoes, again, dirt, debris, whatever, is going to get tracked in here. And if it tracks in from your shoe and ends up on that mat, guess what? Very easily can end up on the golf ball. And now we're right back where we started in the last thing, where if it's on the golf ball and you hit it into the screen, guess what? It's now on the screen. So get a vacuum, make sure you have it around and you use it on a regular basis. You know, every week or two, go vacuum everything. And don't just vacuum your hitting mat, but also vacuum up by where the balls fall down on the ground after hitting the screen. Vacuum the whole area, keep it as clean as possible, as little dirt as possible, because that's less dirt, that's less debris to get on the golf ball that can then get on your screen. Okay, tip number 3, this is one you've probably never thought of doing before, but I think it can definitely help, and it makes sense to try and keep your impact screen looking as good as possible. And all we're talking about here is washing your golf balls. Now, you may be thinking, why do I need to wash my golf balls? It's not like they're out in the elements. It's not like they're getting mud or stuff like that on them. But the fact is, if you're handling these golf balls like you do when you're hitting inside, the oil, the dirt and oil that is on your hands very naturally is going to go from your hand onto the golf ball. And once again, if it gets on the golf ball, it can get on the screen. Best case scenario, you get some of that oil on the ball and the ball hits the screen and a little bit of that oil gets on there. Worst case scenario, a little bit of that oil gets on the ball rolls around on the ground, picks up some dirt with it, and now you've got the oil and the dirt hitting onto the screen. So look, I just get a little bowl, warm soapy water, just plain dish soap, drop a few balls in here at a time, scrub them a little bit, take them out, wipe them off, put them back in the hitting bay, ready to go. So there you go. 3 quick, easy things you can do, or in one case not do, to help prolong the life of your screen and to keep it looking as good and clean and clear as possible for as long as possible. Again, if you're interested in picking up a screen like the one I've got here at EliteFitGolf, check out the link, One Stop Sim Shop down below. Check out the promo code as well. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please go down below, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you'll be alerted when I post new videos, and we'll see you next time. Take care.